Hey, I want to talk about the narcissist and sex and what it's really all about. First, I want to explain that sex to the narcissist is about supply. It's about getting high. It's about getting stoned off of the narcissistic supply that you're providing. It doesn't actually have anything to do with the sex. So, to the narcissist, there's a difference between good supply and bad supply. Good supply is from a source that the narcissist deems above them. Remember that narcissists are delusional. They live in fantasy land. So don't take this seriously. Whatever they deem above them, whether it's someone is better looking, has more money, is better educated, is famous, whatever it is that they deem above them. If that person is filling that role, that means that the supply that they get from that person is considered higher quality. If they are receiving narcissistic supply from someone that they view is below them, not as good looking, less educated, has less money, whatever it is, then that's considered low quality supply. So one is filet mignon, the other one is Taco Bell. So when they have a sex partner, the quality of the sex to them is about the quality of the supply. Because the sex isn't about sex, it's about supply. I hope this is making sense. So, if the narcissist says sex with you was crap, it's because they consider you low quality supply. And again, don't ever take it personally because they're delusional. So for whatever reason, they think you're below them. It's crazy. So don't take it personally. And also, don't take it as a compliment if they say the sex with you was awesome. Because, again, for some reason, they think that you are above them because you're better looking or you have more cash, whatever. That means that when they had sex with you, in their mind, the supply was just the gold standard, therefore the sex is going to be the gold standard of sex. So that's all it's about. And the reason that the target enjoys the sex with the narcissist and is fooled is because the narcissist will mirror the target and please them, but they're not doing it because they want to make the target happy and feel good. They're doing it because when the target is satisfied, then they get all the credit. It means that they are fabulous in bed and they get stoned off of the supply. So that's all it's about. It's one big joke. And I'm sorry for anyone who has had to endure that type of humiliation, but at least you can tell yourself that it's not personal and that this person is completely nuts and absolutely not grounded in reality. There you have it. Sex with a narcissist, one big joke. See you later. Bye.
My name is Sam Vaknin, and I'm the author of Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited. Many narcissists and psychopaths compensate for not having a real sex life with having a fantastic, fantasy-based sex life. Inevitably, the sexual fantasy life of narcissists and psychopaths reflects their psychodynamic inner landscape. It reflects their fear of intimacy, their misogyny, hatred of women, their control freakiness, their autoeroticism, latent sadism and masochism, problems of gender identity, and various sexual deviances, paraphilias. Fantasies which reflect a fear of intimacy involve the aggressive or violent objectification of a faceless, nameless, and sometimes even sexless person. This is often in impersonal, alien, or foreign settings. Example, a narrative of rape. These usually coalesce with misogynistic erotic storylines in which females are humiliated, coerced into hurtful submission, and subjected to violation and degradation by one person or many. Where sadism, masochism, homosexuality, or sexual paraphilias such as pedophilia are present, they are injected into the fantasy and color its composition, its content, and its progression. In his fantasies, the narcissist or psychopath is always in unmitigated control of his environment and the people in it. The assemblages of bodies and limbs which populate his daydreams, his body included, are minutely choreographed to yield maximum titillation. The narcissist is like an exhibitionistic and voyeuristic porn director with an endless supply of well-endowed actors, either cowed into compliance or even craving it. Naturally, the narcissist's fantasies are devoid of any performance anxiety or of the need to reciprocate in the sex act by pleasing his anonymous and robotic partners. Such imaginarium invariably leads to acts of self-stimulation, the ultimate manifestations of autoeroticism. Even when the narcissist incorporates his real-life partner in his fantasies, he is bound to treat her as a mere prop, a body to masturbate with, or in, or on, an object to be defiled in acts such as group sex, swinging, wife-swapping, or outright sexual deviance, examples, urophilia or coprophilia. This crude and overt denigration of the intimate partner serves to render her a slut or a whore in his mind, the kind of woman with whom he can have lustful, emotion-free sex. He reserves his love, involvement, and intimacy to sexless, Madonna-type, sexually inaccessible or unattainable women, for example, his mother. The somatic narcissist's and psychopath's sexual promiscuity emerges from underlying problems in gender identity. Many of them are closet bisexuals, cross-dressers, and prone to paraphilias such as pedophilia, fetishism, and sexual sadism or masochism. Some of them try to act out their fantasies and get their partners to assume roles commensurate with their propensities and predilections, however outlandish, illegal, or extreme they may be. A useful test to tell apart healthy sexual fantasies from narcissistic ones is to pose the question, would you be equally satisfied having sex with a sophisticated, inflatable, robotic doll, as with a flesh and blood partner? If the answer is yes, then in all likelihood we are dealing with a narcissist or a psychopath. Yet these glimpses into the thwarted and the demented rarely go down well with their significant others. The narcissist's self-exposure to his intimate partner often elicits reactions of horror, repulsion, and estrangement. No wonder most narcissists don't even bother to share their fantasies with their loved ones. The cerebral narcissist merely retreats to sexual abstinence punctuated by compulsive, porn-fueled masturbation. The somatic narcissist compulsively hunts for new feminine prey to sacrifice on the insatiable altar of his false self. What a sad life.